Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Let's try that again. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. Oh, this has been a week. I am very glad it's over. I am so very tired. I also realized that as of actually today, we've been playing this game for 9 months. Exactly. That's enough time for someone to have conceived and birthed a child, and we are still only getting into the mid game. So, yeah, I feel like we're gonna be playing this for a while. Uh, my plan is still to finish it. Can't guarantee that's actually gonna happen, but we're sure gonna give it the old college try. So, I think that, all things considered, we should probably jump in. Also, congrats on getting first, Red. Thanks for coming. I am very tired today. I'm just gonna be upfront about that. It's been a long week. We've been crazy busy at work, so it's been wild. Didn't even have lunch today because had too much shit to do. So, last time we did a whole bunch of map stuff. Um, and this time I think we're going to leave the war campaign stuff and do some on-map stuff, because we've revealed a lot of areas that we have not done anything with. So I think we should probably try and clear out some of our side quests and question mark locations. Okay. So, I don't know who I actually need to speak with right now. No, that's fine. Hey. I forget exactly what it is that I need to deal with right now, but I know that we've got a whole bunch of things. Just made a snack before stream. Good time for it. I had a couple of the cookies that I made last weekend. Let's see. The Outcast, that's not something that we can actually do anything about. We need to find where the storyteller is, wherever the fuck he is. Dragon Hunt has no actual time threshold. Know thy enemy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Just a search for traces of unusual demon activity. It doesn't actually give us a direction on there. Here, oh, this is for the Molten Scar. Okay, so I should check the Molten Scar, I think. That should probably be one of the next things we do. Missing patrol on the southern road away from the city. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be going there anyways, because that's the only road from the city, so... What is Battered Spirit here? The commander did everything in her power to ensure that Erebeth could establish herself as the leader of the Dresden Crusaders. All that remains is to wait and watch and wait. Okay, so that there's nothing we can do about. Vengeance of Sarkoris. I guess we need to go talk to CR or something. Not sure where they are or how to find them, but... Last Gift of Brilliant Mind. That's the Blackwater one. That one also does not have a time marker, so that's going to be lower priority. This one I want to do. I don't know where this beautiful ridge is that they're talking about, but our dragon gave us this quest right after we started the new chapter, so that is one that I want to take care of. Let's see, More Than Nothing. This is one that we don't have a time threshold for, but I guess we'll keep an eye out for more of those puzzle spots. Oh, I do actually have another diamond now. So we can go back and do that chamber where the DLC stuff was. We can unlock that, I think. I'll need to remember where the heck it was, but I'm pretty sure we can go and open whatever that was supposed to be. Social's taking up playing cards with soldiers in the graveyard. Okay, so we should go check out the graveyard. And, oh, this is where we need to go to Netholm with Windwag. Not sure how we get to Netholm from here. Okay. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff that we can be doing. I don't know who is where and what. I don't see... Oh, what's this? Oh, that's our personal chest, right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and then that's the way out. Wait, is this actually... Oh, yeah, right, this is the courtyard. Can I just go... Wait, can we not go to the courtyard? Wait, are we... Oh. I don't know how we're... Oh, I guess we can't actually go to the courtyard. We have to go down first. Buttered bread sandwich with potato chips inside? That's... a choice. Putting carbs on carbs wouldn't be my first choice, but, you do you, I guess. I would just, like, eat the chips. Oh, why is there an exclamation point here? Oh, we can do Night Gamblers and Vengeance of Sarkoris. Cool. Let's go to the streets, then. I say I've not heard of, I guess a potato chip sandwich is not really a thing we do in Canada. I guess that's a UK thing. I think you mentioned that you're in the UK or somewhere in that area. We don't do fries either. You don't put fries on a sandwich. There are some pizza places that put fries on pizza. Which I also don't really agree with. But, alright, who are we looking for? Not Odin. Dora Glinda Stranglehold? I don't even know who that is, but I'm very intrigued. Oh, is this Dora Glinda? Okay, who's Dora Glinda Stranglehold? By the way, you can do war campaign management in the map when out in the field. Some things have to be done in Dresden, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do know that. But I've got a lot of just party stuff to do right now. So I would like to do that stuff at the moment. Commander, the middle-aged dwarf salutes you casually. Her face is disfigured by huge scarred claw marks. One of her eyes is covered by a black patch, but the other is looking at you sternly and intently. Dora Glinda Stranglehold, at your service. What's your role? I'm the chief quartermaster in charge of material support. I make sure our brave soldiers are armed, armored, and fed when they go into battle. Or at least 2 out of the 3, you know how it goes, Dora Glinda chuckles. I'm also the head of the logistics council. If we're missing something, I'll report it to you right away. What do? It's supplies, what else? As you lead your troops in those legendary battles, we solve various non-heroic issues like what our fighters are going to eat tomorrow, how to fix a chainmail shortage, and how to get our hands on a shipment of helmets we purchased that's stuck somewhere in Ustalav. Those are the headaches we deal with. Sometimes, however, we're faced with something we can't just hash out without you. That's when we have to assemble the council and ask for your decision. But, Torag willing, that won't happen too often. We've got your supplies covered, so you go ahead and be heroic to your heart's content. Yeah, what became of the quartermaster who was taking care of the supplies during the march on Dresden? Nothing, really. He got a medal for his heroism during the assault on Dresden, and now he's right back where he was, keeping up the good work. It's just that a fortress like Dresden is a little out of his league. When you need to supply the camp during a march, he's your man, but it takes a different set of skills to be a chief quartermaster. What's with that nickname, Stranglehold? Our resident jokesters came up with it when my hand went numb from the wound. She holds up her crooked fingers withered to the bone. After that, I left the front lines for the supply service, and then I showed every wisecracker that one hand is all you need to keep your supplies in order. My grip really is a stranglehold, you see. All those thieving quartermasters who go out of their way to sell some ammunition on the sly, scatterbrained officers who lose half a caravan in every skirmish, civilian milksops who always have a sob story to explain why they can't give anything to the army. They all learned well why people call old Doraglinda Stranglehold. We do have spells available that could restore your hand. Spend it on some poor sap whose legs got ripped off in the first battle. Thank you for your concern, Commander, but while we're at war, resources should be sent where they're needed. I'm handling the logistics just fine with one hand. I like her. I have to go. Good luck on the front lines. We've always got your back. That's our job. Cool. I like Doraglinda. She seems cool. Exotic weapons, Garms, blacksmith, Konomi. Oh, here's CR. We have to talk to him. Oh. No, stop. I saw stuff. Where is it? There it is. A spiral shell? That's it? Where is he? Here we go. CR. The old crusader looks anxious and disoriented. Yes, has something happened? Where did your boy, Morveg go? Pain shines in the old man's eyes. His fuzzy gray hair is dirty and hangs down in unkempt strands. He sighs heavily. He ran away. Packed his things in the dead of night and disappeared. Must have gone to find some demon to fight. He's a Kelid, and his entire clan are blood enemies of demons. They also worship the god Gorum. Did you see the straw wolf hanging from his neck? It's their clan talisman. It's called the Little Fang. Gorum is god of battle. Okay. I put in so much effort to get him to see the light of Iamade, but he imbibed his loyalty to Gorum with his mother's milk. I told him, you can't fight the darkness if you're guided by anger. If rage overwhelms you, you can't. You'll either perish or become a villain, or get so used to war that you'll forget what it's like to live as a human. But he only had one thing on his mind, vengeance. For his family, for his ancestors, for his wounded honor. I tried to find him. They say he's been going to the tavern a lot recently. Ever-bright crusaders don't go to taverns. We keep ourselves clean, body and spirit. But Morveg didn't go there to drink or play dice. He was looking for a guide, and he found one. A Kelid, too, an old one, a descendant of the Sarkorians. Even the demons couldn't force them out of these lands. They say Morveg wanted to go toward Wintersun, an ancient Sarkorian settlement, but I don't know what he wanted there or where exactly to look for him. There are a lot of demons in that region. I can't send scouts there with an order to leave no stone unturned. There'll be too many skirmishes with monsters and huge losses. The old man looks completely devastated. Let's ask more questions. About me, C.R. Kobolin? Or me, the glorious Everbright Crusader and the leader of my order? Tell me about you. The old man scratches his thinning, fuzzy hair. About my life before the order? It was so long ago. As a boy, I decided there was too much evil in the world. Someone had to do something about it. Try to fix it. I decided to become a priest. But then I saw the Everbright Crusaders. So proud, so pure. Then someone next to me said, "What arrogant snobs." And he was right. We Everbright Crusaders actually are a little arrogant. So I thought, maybe these invincible snobs could use the help and companionship of such a simple and warm-hearted lad like myself. Who knew that years later I'd become their leader? Tell me about the order. The Everbright Crusaders are not the oldest order, but our traditions are solid. For us, fighting the world wound is not a war, it's our service. We dedicate our lives to it, and also our souls. We have high standards and live under many restrictions. We have no families, drink no liquor, play no games of chance, accumulate no wealth, and own no lands, even if we were entitled to them by birth. We reject everything that distracts us, that draws us to a peaceful life. for our hearts are always turned to war. But war is a grim, ugly thing that makes wicked everyone who takes part in it. And we keep our hearts pure so that we are not left sickened by war, so that our light does not fade, because darkness can only be overcome by light. Okay. Of course, Commander. You have a lot to do. May Amade help you? Alright, if we talk to him again... No, there's nothing else. Okay. So... Yes, here it is. Okay. So, Morveg, Ciara's protege and young Everbright Crusader, has gone missing. Some harm may have befallen him. So we have to search around Winter Sun Village. Oh, I think I saw that on the map. It was a location where there was nothing to do, and I had no idea what the deal was there. Alright, so now we need to find... Social. Where is Social at? He's not... Doesn't look like he's out and about. Oh, wait, no, here he is. Social. Nope, he's just right here. I was looking at the cemetery. But he was not there. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? I've heard that you've been rather busy playing cards at night. Cards? Me? Social looks away in embarrassment. Who could possibly think... I've only visited the games once or twice to get a sense of what our soldiers do when they're off duty. You think I'm addicted to gambling? Nothing of the sort. Don't worry. I'm absolutely fine. Alright. Thank you for talking to me. Is that it? Where's, No. That didn't do anything there. Is there nothing else that we can... Huh. Maybe there's something specific that we need to trigger. And that could be it. I guess that it does... It does track that, doesn't it? Where can I even see the time of day from inside a town? I don't know what time of day it is. I don't think it says anywhere. I think it only shows the time of day when you're on the overmap. And what if we do this? Oh. Well, it says that it's... like, midnight. I'm not sure what time it has to be. If we wait an hour... Oh, I guess maybe now it's considered night? Because the light has changed. Oh, yeah, and there's Social's in the graveyard now. Okay. Weird. So it doesn't consider it to be nighttime until midnight. That's very weird. Come on. Head across. I do want to go talk to Wendwag as well, though. The soldier stares at his cards in the dim light of a candle stub. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down. Coins clink as they land on the barrel. Deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing, you little shit? Wait until we lay down our cards, and you'll see if I'm bluffing. You don't immediately recognize Social's voice. In battle, he's quiet and composed, but now you can hear furious, passionate excitement in his words. Fine, you scumbag. I call. Deal me another as well. Excitement, passion, and tension seems to hang over the improvised table. It feels like lightning is about to strike. I'll let them conclude their game here. Damn, I'm out. The soldier angrily throws his cards on the barrel. Go on, show us what you got. Read 'em and weep. Social reveals his cards with a gloating laugh. Nothing but junk. I knew it, you holier-than-thou types can't bluff. I was, and you fell for it. With this, Social slams a card on each of the soldier's shoulders like epaulets and places the rest of the cards on top of his opponent's head. Now you've done it, you... The soldier grabs Social by the collar, and the cleric immediately raises his fist as if he expected it. At this point, one of the other players spots you in the shadows. Hey, there's someone over there. We've been caught. The jig's up. Let's bail. The candle stub is snuffed out, and the cards are scattered into the mud. After a moment, only the embarrassed Social remains. What are you doing here? His voice no longer holds excitement. We did nothing wrong. Well, tempers flared a bit, but that usually doesn't happen, I swear it. I was worried that you'd gotten yourself into trouble. Thank you, I'm touched, really. But I'm perfectly fine. I was just making sure no one else got into trouble. Yeah, I know you would never lie to me, so I think you must be lying to yourself. You didn't come here to minister to the soldiers. Why else would I come here, then? To win a copper or two? Yeah, you provoked that soldier. You were practically begging for a fight. Yeah, he very much was. I was? No, you misunderstood. That was... Social searches for the right words to explain himself, but grows dejected and lowers his eyes. You're right. Shame on me. I provoked the fight. I behaved unacceptably. Forgive me, Shaylin. Let's see, don't be foolish. You're mortal just like the rest of us, not some all-powerful deity of mercy. You need time to relax just like the rest of us. Please be honest with yourself. Or, I'm glad you've realized it. Perhaps you should also confess it to your goddess. We don't care about what the gods think. We're an atheist. Fine, let's forget anything happened. My lips are sealed. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, no. You're mortal just like the rest of us. After a long silence, Social nods. Thank you. It's all jumbled up in my mind. This war and the horrors it holds, our soldiers and what they tell me in their confessions, my own responsibilities, lines from Holy Scripture. In the midst of all this, it's easy to forget I have my own needs and desires. Thank you for reminding me. The cleric picks up a dirty playing card and twirls it in his fingers. I will not come here again. Please don't forbid these games. Things here are mostly civil, I swear, aside from the rare heated argument. I'll be honest, I'll miss playing cards. That excitement when you have almost no chance of winning and the risk is high, even though the stakes aren't life or death, just a handful of coppers. But I'll try to find a less destructive outlet. Perhaps I'll speak to Erebeth and ask her to play chess with me. I wonder what will come of it. Social smiles. Thank you for helping me clear my mind. Good night. Yeah, no, I've got no problem with them, playing cards as long as, no one's getting hurt or getting too ripped off. Oh, and meanwhile, there's just these couple of people here mourning while they're playing cards. That's maybe not the best place for it. Peasant. Let's see, is there anything here we can loot? While we're in the area. Alright, but that is a matter concluded. I still don't know what the deal is with this kangaroo rat that's following us around. It doesn't seem to be one of our actual things, unless that's the Sovereign Dragon. I don't think that's the Sovereign Dragon. Unless it is? I don't think so. It doesn't look like a dragon. Come back here, you little rat. Yeah. I guess it... Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. It's a perk for Azada? Where is my... Here we go, Mythic Path. We have our Dragon Companion. Wait, we can summon a mastodon? Neat. I still don't know where the, I don't see anything here that would indicate that we get a pet rabbit kangaroo rat thing. Oh, does it not actually do anything? Here, let's just, skip through. Just gonna do everyone's level ups real quick here. Okay, these ones I need to actually pay attention to. What does she actually get? Major ameliorating. Can touch a creature to suppress and protect it from negative conditions. Oh, that's actually kind of really good. Chooses one of the following conditions. Blinded, cursed, diseased, or poisoned. Interesting. Neat. Oh, and we get Dominate Person. Cool. And Cure Serious Wounds. Major Hexes. Oh, Major Ameliorating is the major hex that she's taking. Okay. Okay. Camellia gets regular ameliorating. So she can suppress dazzled, fatigued, shaken, or sickened. Okay. And she also gets inflict wounds. Cool. Regil is getting Order the Godclaw. Not bad. Armor Training 3. And the Order the Godclaw ability there, yeah. It's fine. She's gonna get an additional use of Smite Evil. And a pile of new spells. Oh, she gets Remove Curse and Dispel Magic now. Awesome. As well as Cure Moderate. Excellent. Alright, last one is our favorite. No, I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, that gives her the spells. Oh, she only gets one third-level spell slot? Okay, that's less good. Yeah. I'll do that after I do Windwag's level up. Alright, she gets Hammer the Gap. When you make a full attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage, equal to the number of previous consecutive hits you made against that opponent this turn. Cool. And she gets Bravery. Save against fear. Okay. Not the best level up, but, Alright, let's see. Right. Ours are not prepared, but we do have access to some spells now, so that's cool. You don't have spells. Social. I'm not really using Social, but I guess I should probably assign him spells. Not level 0s. Paladins don't have many spell slots. They, however, do get spells that are significantly more powerful than equivalent spellcasting level. Okay. For your domain... What does True Strike actually do in this game? Your next gets a plus 20 bonus. Oh. True Strike is actually kind of, awesome in this game. We'll make that our domain spell for him. Even though we're not actually using Social. True Strike in Pathfinder is far better than 5e? Yeah. Let's see. Remove fear, remove sickness. Actually, I'm gonna give him a couple of remove sicknesses. Wait, that was just level 1. At level 2, we've got 3 lesser restos. Let's see, what is this? Protection from evil, yeah, that's fine. 3rd level. Let's see, he's got Prayers and Dispel. I don't really want to use... Well, he doesn't really have a better option there. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw another Dispel Magic in there. And actually... remove Disease. At this level... Oh, these are things that we haven't even assigned yet. Protect from Energy Communal or Forced Repentance. Make an enemy that is not evil drop prone. Huh. That could be useful, but I think its usefulness is fairly limited against the enemies that we're facing. Let's give him a resto. Good on humans, worthless against demons. Yeah. Unholy Blight. Now that's limited. Some medium elemental is interesting. Symbol of Revelation. That needs diamond dust. I'm not going to do that. Poison. Ooh, inflict critical wounds? And... freedom of movement. Alright. 5th level. Break enchantment. Yeah. Was that a 4th level? Oh, it is a 4th level. I thought that was a higher level. Okay, what is cleanse? Deals a bunch of damage and ends a bunch of conditions. That seems actually really good. Mass Cure Light Wounds is interesting, but not worth the 5th level. True Seeing? I'll give him a True Seeing. And then, what's Serenity? Okay. So it prevents them from attacking. Yeah, it's not bad, but Cure Light is still so weak that it's not, I think, worth a 5th level spell slot. Pillar of Life. Interesting. Yes, please. Alright, Social's taken care of. Darren is not a prepared caster. Nenio gets one more 2nd level slot. I guess I'll give them another C and Viz. Because it's just always good. That's it for your 3rds. Did I do... No, 1st levels are all good. 4th level, they get a whole bunch more now. But... how does this work? Okay. Confusion. Sure, let's put another Confusion on there. Why not? Another Shadow, another Phantasmal Killer. Crushing Despair. Sure, why not? Rainbow Pattern doesn't seem good. If you can give Camellia haste, it's really good. Yes, but I don't think I can. Yeah, she's not a prepared. We clearly need to rest because we just did level ups and got a bunch of spell ranks and things. Yeah, because I believe haste is level 4? Probably? Something like that? Actually, does she have better... Level 1 stuff than summoning Nature's Ally. Haste is third, okay. Morale bonus. Let's see if there's no. I'm gonna actually stick another enlarge. Wait, can I not put another in? Oh, I guess she can only have that in her spirit magic slot. Okay. Fine. Be that way. In that case... I think I'm going to replace the Summon Nature's Ally with just a couple more heals. Because it's just not good. For this, we've got a couple of lesser restos, and then a bunch of heals, mostly. Yeah, I think that's fine. A third, we've got a blindness, some more heals, various curing and things. Yeah. Because we don't have... Yeah, we don't have haste. Fourth, I think I might just take another... Well, since she is going to be in close proximity, then, it might be worth putting some inflict criticals here. Or one, at least. Divine Power... No, I'm going to put another Cure Critical in here. And then at 5th level, we've got a couple True Seeings, which is good. I think another Break Enchantment might be, the best choice here. Breath of Light, yeah. Good. Windwag doesn't spell. Regil doesn't spell, so there's just Seela now. So Seela... Yeah, at first I gave her 3 lesser restos, which I'm happy with, because we find ourselves needing a lot of lesser restos. Here, however, what is this? Effortless armor. No, that sucks. I don't want her to have that. What would be... What's this? Entangles a target. Full strength wasn't particularly useful because of how we have things. It's 1 minute per level. So, like, it's fine, but it's not a good use of her turn. Your litany is a fascinating diatribe, causing your target to do nothing but listen. They're fascinated. Any damage to the target automatically breaks the effect. What does that actually mean, fascinated? That doesn't seem to be an actual function. I guess it stops them from action, like taking actions? Yeah. Stops them from acting, casting, or anything. That seems actually good. Yeah, as long as you don't hurt them, yeah. Arrow of Law is not bad either, to be honest. It won't do a lot right now, because he's only a level 2 caster. But... I'll put a litany in there, and keep 1 instance of effortless armor. And then at 3rd level, she gets 1 spell. I think I'll give her the Angelic Aspect. Alright. Alright, level up stuff's done. I want to go talk to Windwag. Where are we going? Wait, how do we get into this space anyways? Oh, it's through here. Okay. Range touch attack. What's her dex? Who? Sela? Sela's dex is 13. Alright, where's Wendwag here? There she is. Remind me, why does gathering a mongrel army require me to visit Netholm? Because Saul would just ignore any other uplander who came to him demanding that he gather the tribes and attack the demons. I think he has always hoped that the fated day when Nethers would return to the surface would come after his death. He's worried that he will lead the tribes to their deaths. That's why Saul is going to cling to the rock he's hiding under with all his strength. We have to drag him out from under it. Want to have some fun? Just you and me? Yeah, let's see if we can romance Wendwag. Growling softly, Wendwag breaks into a smug smile. You didn't have to ask. We get to have fun with Wendwag. Oh my. Okay. Wasn't expecting them to actually show it. Alright, we got underwear Wendwag. Wendwag stretches her muscles with grace and a kind of animal shamelessness. When's the art with Cassie and Wendy? Hey, maybe. Maybe it'll happen. Wendwag stretches her muscles with grace and a kind of animal shamelessness, directing a contented glance at you from under half-closed lids. That was good. I wasn't wrong about you. Like a satisfied cat, the huntress smiles softly and runs her fingers along her body, over the places your hands touched only moments before. Her little claws carefully scratch her firm, scar-covered skin. Let's examine her scars. Among the variety of battle marks, a rather gruesome ragged scar on her left collarbone catches your eye. It's an uneven line that goes across her shoulder, skirting it and ending at the shoulder blade. Several long scars stretching across Wendwag's back suggest she has been whipped. You see fresh crimson cuts and abrasions on her elbows and chin. Some of them look quite deep and were hastily pulled together with crude stitches. Over time, they will turn white and become the newest addition to the landscape of scars on the fighter's lithe body. Did you like it? A long, delighted groan escapes Wendwag's lips. Yes, I did. I enjoyed it very much. Tell me about your scars. A flattered smile graces her lips. Oh, I've got plenty of those. Which one do you want me to tell you about? This horrible scar on your collarbone. Where did you get that? Pride flares in the huntress's eyes. I got this one off a dire rat. It was a good hunt, and after, the tribe named me the best hunter. Tell me about it. It was one tough dire rat, as big as horses are up here on the surface. It was old, cunning, and vicious. We'd never met the likes of it before. Another nether and I ran into it when we were scouting some distant caves. The rat snatched the guy first and dragged him into its burrow, and I rushed after them. I cornered it in a cramped little cave, and I yelled and singed its whiskers with my torch. I got it nicely riled up, in short. It jumped at me, jaws snapping, and the next thing I see is my whole arm disappearing into its maw. My spear got smashed to pieces, and the chunk of wood that I was holding in my hand got stuck inside its throat. The beast was wheezing, writhing, hopping around me on its hind legs, trying to bite my arm off, but I just held the wood of my spear tighter while I groped for the knife on my belt. And as soon as I did, I sank the blade deep into that old rat's crotch. He squealed like you wouldn't believe. All the young rats in the caves were mourning the loss of those gray family jewels that night. With her eyes half closed, Wendwag savors the pleasant memories. It was dying for half a gone. Tried to get on its feet again 6 times, the long-toothed beast, but I just knocked it back down on the rocks till it finally kicked the bucket. And only then could I get my arm out of its maw. No one in the tribe had ever done anything like it that before. No one. I have a feeling that she doesn't actually consider that individual her friend. I think she just wanted to kill the thing. This scar just adds to your appeal. I know. It works like a charm on warriors. As soon as they see it, they go soft as putty, because they understand who they are dealing with. The marks on your back, are they from a whip? Were you punished? Punished? You could say that, yes. I was a very naughty girl, and I was punished for it. But I've also left my fair share of scars on others. You like it rough? Her lids lower and she releases a sensuous hiss. Yes, power excites me, and feeling my own defenselessness just adds an extra thrill. My back burning from the bite of the whip, a firm hand resting on the back of my neck, my partner's voice hard as steel. Is there anything more sweet and tempting in this world? Only me, standing behind my lover, with my hands wrapped around their neck, squeezing. Biting her lip, Wendwag sends you a long look filled with shameless promise. Have you had many lovers before me? A girl like me can always find a willing partner anytime she wants to have sex, and I rarely don't want it. In the caves, I usually chose land. Sometimes there were strong hunters from other tribes who I found attractive, and of course Hasilla. Could she resist dragging me into her bed? Of course she couldn't. So you were Hasilla's lover. I had no choice. She had her eyes on me from the start, and if I said no, she would have gotten rid of me. The things we do for survival, right? So I had to swallow everything she had for me. Her knife play, her whip, her habit of choking me real good before getting down to the main event. Rolling her shoulders languidly, Wendwag doesn't even try to hide the lust in her voice. It was so horrible. You have some interesting proclivities. Everyone has a right to some fun every now and then. Wendwag's eyes roll back dreamily. Where'd you get these fresh scratches? In battle? Ah, that's nothing. I had a fight with a few crusaders. 5 of them, to be precise. But I think I got the one on my chin before that. Now that was a good honest fight, one-on-one. Why do you pick fights with the crusaders? Wendwag brushes a lock of... I think it's supposed to be a lock of hair away with a nonchalant gesture. To make them respect me, of course. There's no better way to gain recognition than knocking out the biggest local bully. Besides, some uplanders still don't know they should tread lightly and keep their thoughts to themselves around the proud folk of Nithol. So sometimes I have to put those loudmouths in their place. And, well, fighting's fun. With a pleased laugh, Wendwag admires her bruised knuckles. I've told you already that I'm not always good at getting along with uplanders. That story with the tieflings and the dagger, that wasn't a one-off, let's put it that way. Yeah. You know, as long as Wendwag isn't actually, like, killing anyone or causing any real problems, I don't have any problem with that. Don't give him an inch. No chance of that. Anyone who dares to disrespect me will be spitting their pride out along with their teeth. Yeah, and I was not gonna offer to treat her wounds because she would get insulted by that. I'm basically positive that she would be like, "The fuck you talking about? These are my battle scars." My curiosity's been satisfied. Wendwag looks at you with interest. You've got a lot of interesting scars yourself. One day you'll tell me about them. So, will this change anything between us? No, why should it? We just had some fun and made each other feel good. Why should it change anything? Or are you worried I'll be throwing myself at you every chance I get from now on? You can relax. That's not going to happen. Thank you for tonight. Flashing her fangs, Wendwag shakes off her sweet languor. Right, it's time to go and kill someone.
Follow if you dare.
Okay. Alright, well. We've seen, the Nether and her Nethers. Let's see. Oh, can we just, like, talk to her now? No, okay, so she's got no further dialogue. Alright, so, let's leave. Wait, oh, are we stuck in the room? We're stuck in the room, okay. There we go. But that doesn't work with the pun. Okay. Alright, so... actually, one second. Before we leave, do we have anything else in town? Think this is a bug when you go out in the field, dress Wendy, she might still be in her underoos? Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe it's not a bug. Alright, so yeah, that we can't do anything about. Was there anything else actually in town that we could take care of? I don't think so. I think we've done everything that we can do in town. Yeah, we still don't know where the fuck Woljif is. Yeah, that's all outside of town. Okay, yes, so we've done everything in town. It's time for us to leave. Let's bugger off. Wait, what's this? Oh, right, no, before we do that... That reminds me, everyone needs to sleep. We haven't actually slept. No one's gonna get their spell slots back if we don't nap. Oh, Wendwag left. Wait, why can't I rest? What do you mean you can't rest here? I'm literally in the bedroom. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do that. We are on break, but just for the sake of not wasting time, I'm gonna do that while we're in the break here. Because that is just silly. Yes, I know that the ad break's going, but just for the sake of getting this, bed bit out of the way. Because these load times are intolerable. Right. Here was the bed. Here we go. Okay, yeah, now we can rest. Oh, we've got an event. Okay, so I'll hold off on that until after the break, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back. I was going to do my rest while the break was happening, just to get through the load zones, but then we lay down to rest and got an event. So we got this here while we are lying in bed. Day 1, month Kuthona 12, year 4715. Dreams have puzzled the minds of mortals since ancient times. Strangely, the most obvious explanation of the mystery of dreams has appeared quite recently. The most obvious, but obviously wrong one, is that dreams are but the delirium of a tired mind as it digests the day's events. Ancient humans were much smarter when they thought dreams were messages of good patrons or the opposite, the interventions of demonic powers. In this case, both hypotheses are correct, illogical as that may be. The commander is asleep. In her anxious dreams, she sees blood-stained stones, smoking torches, rusty chains, and bars. Once again, she is in the dungeons of Dresden, chained in a cell. Huge demons lumber around, clawing at the filthy walls with a horrifying sound. Death in their fanged jaws seems imminent, but more painful still is the expectation of tortures that never begin. Unable to move, barely conscious, in a horrible semi-delirium, the commander... No point drawing attention to ourselves. We'll silently wait for whatever happens next. We're an atheist. We don't do the whole praying bit. The silence, broken only by the sound of rough claws against rusty bars, weighs on the mind like a boulder. The fever of endless expectation is broken by a whisper, a gentle breath of fresh air in the stifling darkness. The ruby eyes of a demoness peer at the commander through the bars. She is similar to the other creatures of the abyss, but also entirely dissimilar. Remember me? I am Arushale. You gave me the gift of freedom. Now I will set you free. The chains holding the commander's body crumble to dust. The dark visitor takes a step toward her, passing through the bars as easily as if they were made of paper, and holds out her hand. Fly with me. In response, the commander can only mumble. Well, I'm not going to join her or rebuke her. I've been expecting you. And I have come. The dungeon disappears. Now the demoness and the commander are flying over a moonlit plain. Enemies are hunting you. Demons that have somehow acquired unusual powers that are unprecedented among common demons. You are also hunting them. You are trying to figure out who is sending them and where the source of their power lies. I will show you where to find the answer. A finger with a manicured claw points down to a cliff top, where stands an ancient fortress slowly crumbling to dust. A bell without a tongue, an insane crone. Make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. She will give you all the answers. Wake up and try to understand what happened in the dream. Okay, we've got a new mission. The images fade away. The commander opens her eyes and whispers a word. Unknown alien, brought by the passing dream. Green Gates, the name of the fortress. If the demoness is to be believed, what a curious notion. There is a deranged crone hiding there who knows where the demons with these unheard abilities are coming from. It will be intriguing to learn who this crone is, what she knows, and whether this dream is but a trick to lure the commander into another trap. But we cannot find out without visiting the place from the dream. Green Gates has been revealed. Okay. You think this progresses Act 3 and moves you to Act 4? Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Kill differently to the hunters of our tribe, dwarf. Teach me a few of your techniques.
I would, but you're one of those students who takes their final exam by slitting the teacher's throat.
Well, he's got a good read on her, at least. And we made some more spicy pastry. I'm surprised we still have ingredients for this. Okay. So now that we're all leveled and rested and filled with spells, let's head ever outward. Okay. Wait, why is there something to do here at Dresden? Oh, wait for the results. I don't know what we're waiting for the results of, but... Can we actually go to the Commander's Court? No, the path is unknown. I don't know how we're supposed to get here. Like, our dragon sent us here, and I don't know how to get there. Can we... Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it gave me the option to go up from Dresden. But we'll loop back around and see. Oh, we failed a bunch of religion checks. Oh, but Ember eventually succeeded? I don't know what that religion check is for, but... We've got... a Voracious Nalfeshni, an Abasu, an Abyssal Huntress. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, let's attack the big chunker.
Do not waver.
Nalfeshnis are nasty? Yeah, I kind of got that impression by the fact that it's fucking huge. Alright, yeah, Windwag. Fill him with arrow.
No match for me.
That's pretty good. Now you... If I move you... here, I think. Yeah, we can nail them both with the breath weapon. Not a lot of damage, but it's damage. Now she can pop a spirit weapon and go and hit this guy. Good chunk of damage. Ow. Okay, Camellia just took a lot of damage there. Sela, go and keep him busy. What was that? 7 to Regil. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Ember. Now that Ember actually has a lot more, fun stuff to do. Oh, darn, I was hoping that was gonna bounce to the, Nabasu. But I guess not. That's fine. Cassie, well... no, that'll take an attack of opportunity. Okay. Yeah, let's just, whack the Nabasu here. Not bad. Bismuth can also... miss entirely. Oh, but Regil healed somehow. Oh, I think it's just the passive healing, yes. Okay. Regil, hit it. There we go. Windwag, yeah, we need to deal with this now, Nalfeshni, because it does a bazillion damage. Not bad. 6 attacks. Okay, Ivu makes 6 attacks on the thing. Well, one of them hit. It's almost dead. I guess make attacks on it. Damn it. I was really hoping we were gonna land a hit. Okay, Camellia's not down yet, but it's getting real close. Okay, the Nalfeshni is down. Oh, yes, right, yeah, they got their passive healing thing from the banner, or whatever. Yeah. Ember, yeah, just shoot the Huntress. I don't care. She's not dangerous. Wait, can I not get to her? That's annoying. The only way for me to get to them would be to, yeah. Yeah, Cassie doesn't have a ranged weapon, though. At least not one that I want to use right now. I'll just end her turn, that's fine. You guys can be bait. Because Wendwag is the best. Where's my point blank? That one. Turn it off. Get 3 shots.
Beg me to stop.
There we go. Oh! My dragon can actually get to her because of how far they can run. You... Do you actually have a range? Nah, it's fine. I'm actually just gonna leave Camellia where she is. Yeah, that's fine. We can take that damage. Ember, just shoot her. That's fine. Actually, you know what? I get 13 fucking dimensional slides now. No, Ivu cannot fly. Because if Ivu could fly, she would not have walked around this area here. I think the wings are ornamental. Either that or she gets flying later. Hello! I guess I can move my dinosaur around. Reginald can start making his way. And we'll put Wendwag's point blank on, and she can make a single shot. That'll do it. Oh, a magic bow! I didn't think we could find magic items from, random encounters. Shock composite longbow? What is that? Deals an extra d6 of electricity. Composite bows are awesome for strength characters? Okay. Yeah, lets you add your strength bonus to damage, yeah. Which I don't think Wendwag is... Yeah, Wendwag's not a strength. Cassie is... What is this one? This one's a keen composite longbow. Doubles the threat range. Oh, so that increases the critical, the numbers for critting on. So it's 19, 20 instead of just 20. Yeah. Oh, and this one's composite as well, so this one is probably still better. Okay, I don't think... What is this one? Hunter's Assurance? +3 composite already. The shock one can do more damage, but less consistently. Regil could, but he only has 15 strength. He's got very low strength. And also, Regil is already almost encumbered. The reason... Because Regil did have a ranged weapon on him before, but I took it off because he can't carry very much weight. Wait, why is... Oh, I guess it doesn't actually matter which one is the primary or not. Light crossbow of Oracle's Mercy. Oh, she doesn't have very good strength, so it doesn't really matter. That's fine. Crossbow of Judgment? Yeah, neither does she. Alright, I'm fine with where things are. Yeah, let's just wait for, Camellia. How much health does she have? 50? You don't get penalties for using a composite bow, just a bonus to damage based on strength. Oh, okay. I thought it meant that it used strength instead of dex. Because if that's the case, then... Oh, this actually might just be straight up better. Because this one just auto-confirms crits against evil or chaotic creatures. I don't think that's true, Red. Alright, but we've got just a little bit longer for Camellia to do her thing. Actually, I wonder, can we... Oh, we would have to skip an entire hour. I don't want to do that. She's almost there. She's got another 28 left, so that's like, I don't know, another 30 seconds. Maybe. We haven't even looted the other corpses. Actually, can we loot the other corpses? No. We can't even loot the Nabasu. Or whatever the... No, this is the Nabasu. That's the Nefershini or whatever. Alright, well, she's all back at full health, so we're all good to go. Where is the exit to this place? There it is. Okay. Okay, so let's head back to Dresden here. 'Cause I don't think there was an option to go north. Oh, there is an option to go north. Okay. Interesting, I didn't see that. That's how we get there. Okay, cool. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, let's see what my little dragon friend wanted to show us. Unfortunately, I have no control over that. I just throw things in the lake. Whether you pull them out or not is up to you. As you approach, the commotion at the top of the ridge dies down for a moment before soaring to new heights. That's her! Yes, look at the butterflies! Hello, there's a dragon here too, you know. I'm way more interesting than a butterfly. And it was me who asked Casimira to come here anyway. Who's a good little dragon? Ivu's a good little dragon. You see your old friends, the 3 Desnan adepts from Canabras, standing at the head of the crowd. Casimira, finally! We rushed here as soon as we heard what happened in Dresden. We've brought friends, too. Except you've only just met some of them. Allow me to introduce them. Matris Alla Devara, the illustrious exiled alchemist. Those formidable warriors there are halflings from the temple of Chaldira Zuzaristan, the goddess of battle and recklessness. This is the famous street artist, Maestro Avon Tuin, a pseudonym, of course. Rare is the administrative building in Avestan that has escaped her brush. Oh, so that's basically like Banksy. Chaldira... okay, well, I'm gonna pronounce it however I'm gonna pronounce it, Red. And here in front we have our mounted gnomish contingent, the cavalry sculptors. We have all come here to help you fight the forces of the Abyss. Why was Matris Alla exiled? Prejudice, that's why. The disheveled woman shakes her head in disdain. Her clothes look as though they've been singed a dozen times over and dragged through various paints at least a dozen times more. For some reason, people are suspicious of alchemists who worship Caden Kalin. God of alcohol, bravery, and freedom is one of the Ascended, those mortals who achieve godhood by passing the test of the Starstone. I think I read about him before. Because legend tells that he passed the test while intoxicated. He's also known as the Lucky Drunk, the Drunkard Hero, or the Accidental God. A mortal that went on a massive bender that caused him to become a god? Yeah. Yeah, no, I've heard about him in passing before, but I'm not super familiar. They also consider my experiments dangerous, which is utterly preposterous, for one. Science comes at a price, after all. And besides, it wasn't I who caused that explosion back in Absalom and raised half a block. I mean, I wasn't even there. Still, now that I'm surrounded by open-minded people, I'll be able to unleash my talents and show those demons that bombs can protect us as well as any prayers. Ooh, I like Ola. Ola here is very much, I think, what I was hoping Nenio was going to be. What are the goddess Chaldera and her worshippers famous for? A belligerent-looking halfling salutes you with his sword. Chaldera is the goddess of mischief, battle, and luck, and a close friend of Desna the Moon Mother. Chaldera is not the goddess of strategic planning, put it that way. As her worshippers, we charge headlong into battle, leading others into the fray, and we despise evil in all its forms. My friends and I have long wanted to support the Crusades, but this is the first time we've seen a leader we're willing to follow. An artist on a crusade? A street artist to boot? Dusty galleries and pompous patrons aren't quite my scene, is Maestro Avon's dignified response. I only paint in places where everyone can see my work and appreciate its special meaning. I used to paint flowers in the sun on the walls of besieged forts to make the attacking armies realize they were destroying another's peace and joy. Yeah, so she's fucking Banksy. I once depicted the acts of Iomade in a painting in the middle of the Chelaxian capital, not because I worshipped her, but rather to remind the people of Cheliax that this proud tyrant-toppling goddess was born there. I don't yet know what I will create here in the World Wound, but I feel I must play some part in the salvation of this land. Cavalry sculptors? Exactly. One of the gnomes sitting in the saddle grins happily, looking from head to toe a brigand. The cavalry sculptors are an ancient and revered gnomish society, in certain circles, that is. Our only rivals are the pikemen confectioners. I want to meet the pikemen confectioners. But they don't have a noble legend that tells of the creation of their society, unlike us. According to this legend, a brave gnome knight once participated in a battle that lasted many days. He had to ride into battle down one and the same path, past one and the same boulder. Soon he was fed up with it. He started to chip off a piece of the boulder each time he rode past it, eventually carving it into a giant apple. The little game turned out to be so captivating that soon the knight's entire squad began to do the same, and then the enemy joined in too. It goes without saying that they were all gnomes. The war soon ended, but before it did, they had carved all kinds of fruit and vegetables from a dozen boulders and a couple of rocks, all while mounted too. And that's how our noble society was born. Okay. Are you all going to join my army? Of course not, a ranker replies, clearly speaking for everyone. We didn't come here to march around in neat little rows like all the crusaders who've come before us. We're here to answer the call of our hearts, and we're going to help you in every way we can. We will all do something for our cause, but we are free spirits. We take orders from no one, and we certainly do not join in other people's war games. Army discipline and the grey walls of Dresden do not stir our hearts, Casimira, yet I know that you are the wind of change we've been waiting for. In Canabras, I witnessed your kindness, bravery, and tenacity. I'll follow you straight into hellfire. All of us will, but we will each tread our own path. Yeah, no, we're not turning them away. Now, what am I going to do with you? I know what you need to do. Knight them, Ivu whispers loudly. She continues, a little embarrassed, as Aranka and the others look at her in surprise. I mean, I've been told many stories about Galarian, and that's what always happens in them. Casimira is the knight commander, right? That means she can knight you all. Ordinary knights are a bit boring, but I know Casimira will make your oath really exciting. I like the sound of that. We'll be the, Free Crusaders. What do you think, Casimira? Just make up an oath for us so that we can be knighted. And then we'll start our campaign against the demons, and they will tremble before us. Can I quick save? No, I can't quick save. Okay. What's our we do have a plus 21 to diplomacy. Let's gamba. We did it! Alright, fortunately we don't need to reload, because we succeeded. A wave of inspiration swells within you. Brothers and sisters, our paths have led us here to this place on this day, because we are guided by the same stars and beckoned by one and the same dream. Ours is a dream of freedom and of the triumph of light over darkness. I am not here to rule over you, but rather to be the first among equals, as long as you are willing to follow me. Stand up, brothers and sisters. Henceforth you shall be my free knight crusaders. Ivu whispers loudly in your ear. You should have added something at the end, like cookies for everyone. Except we probably don't have any cookies. Well, I can fly off quick and bring some back. I actually do have cookies. I think I mentioned this earlier. I made them last weekend. They're some very good almond cookies. They're nice and soft and chewy and delicious. Share the cookies with the rest of the class? I would, but I don't think you would get here for quite a while. Yeah, they're like these nice, like, soft, chewy almond cookies. They're really good. Of course, you all of all people would make almond cookies. I like them. They're one of my favorites. I think I dropped something. No, I like almond. It's good. Oh dang, did we just grow flowers inside of a world wound? Ooh, oh wow, what was that? Where did it come from? I'll bet a jar of strawberry jam it came straight from Elysium. I mean, I don't have any strawberry jam, but still. The big grown-up dragons in my family can transform their environment like this, but how did you do it? I also like chewy ginger cookies. Really, just like chewy cookies in general I'm a big fan of. I prefer the soft cookies over hard cookies. Fall the Wallflower scratches the bridge of his nose, clearly anxious. We've seen something like this happen before. In Casimira, it was back in Canabras, in the temple where we all gathered together. A glowing aura enveloped you, and we heard music that wasn't actually there, just the same as this time. A wondrous power dwells within you, and it's growing. Yeah, my power manifests itself spontaneously. I don't know why it happens. Wallflower looks at the little patch of nature that appeared out of nowhere. We'll try to figure it out, all of us. I'll need Matris Ola's help, and the others too. We'll set up a camp right here on the ridge and monitor any new changes. There's not much to analyze yet. I've only witnessed 2 cases where something unusual happened around you. Both cases were spontaneous, and both times you were surrounded by people who had been helped and inspired by you. The first time it happened, you saw a vision, but now a fragment of that vision has been brought to life. Who knows, Casimira? Maybe you'll be able to heal the entire world wound, just like you healed this little patch of rock. Yeah, I'm not going to say I've been blessed by the gods. We don't care about gods. Depending on your mythic path, the soundtrack partially changes. That's cool. What are you going to do now? We'll set up camp here. Our learned friends will observe this Garden of Elysium and study it. The artists among us will start working on their art. I'll help the Chaldean halflings prepare to launch raids against the demons. The cavalry sculptors, I have no idea what they'll do, but I hope they'll keep themselves busy somehow. Drop by in a couple of weeks, will you? We'll have settled in by then. We may even have something else to show you, but it's a secret for now. I need a drink. Oh, so do we actually have to wait like 14 in-game days and then come back? That's going to be forever. There's no way I'm going to remember what we were doing here in 14 game days. You forgot the most important part. Honestly, what would you all do without a smart little dragon like me around? Azadas have courts. The Court of Silent Laughter, for example, or the Court of the Flaming Storm. They always have such pretty names. People come to the courts freely and then stay because they like it there and have some affinity with it. That's why Casimira has to give this place a name. It's her court, after all. Oh, we can actually type something in. That seems right. Court of the Cantankerous Squirrel? I don't think we have quite that much space. Do we actually have... How much space do we actually have? Oh, we've actually got quite a bit of space. Okay. Well, that gives me options now. I thought we would have like a fairly limited amount of space here. No, you know what? We're just gonna keep it simple. Court of the Squirrel. Yeah. There we go. You want it to be something that rolls off the tongue, that people will remember. You don't want people to be messing it up and then ending up with something silly. That's fine. I'm happy with that as it is. Cassie names it changed later. I don't think that's going to happen. Is there anything we can steal here? No, there's nothing lootable. Oh, but it is a pretty big area. So I guess that means that they're gonna set up various things here later. This is your mythic quest? Okay, cool. And we do have a rest spot here, so that's pretty neat. You know what? We might as well. Oh, but we don't get the free rest bonus like we do at other actual encampments. Alright, that's fine.
One more day, and I'm still alive. Everyone dies, and I don't even get sick. Why is that?
Oh, we failed to weaken the impact of corruption. Oh well. That's fine. We get our expended uses back, and that's what matters. Alright, looks like everyone's already starting to spread out a little bit. So I guess we'll come back in a couple of weeks and see what's going down. Horse. Sculptors. When you played, you did the Trickster Mythic Path. It was a glorious round table with all sorts of dumb shit. You could go... I could, but I don't want to, because it'll also drain the morale of my troops. So I don't want to do that. Oh, it actually goes on the map. Corded Squirrel. Okay, yes. So I'm very glad I went with something shorter, because otherwise, this banner would be, like, super long. You turned a demon into a chair? I'm sure demons make for perfectly good chairs. I don't think there's anything in Dresden that we need to do right now. I think that event is just waiting for Irabeth's thing to do its thing. I don't think... No, where was the Molten Scar... Oh, Green Gates is that thing that I think... Actually, one second. Let's look at the... It should be here somewhere. Demon's Heresy, yeah. Oh, it doesn't say that this advances the plot. But it does seem like it would. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily want to go there quite yet. Nameless Ruins. Interesting. Let's see. I want to go to the places that are nearby first. Or maybe I should go to the ones that are far away first, and then make my way back. Oh, right, we do need to go to Canabras in order to do the Nethulm thing. You know it advances the plot. Okay. Do we? I don't think we can do that quite yet. No, we can't. It's still gonna take us 2.5 days. But that's fine. No, that's... I don't think that's a location teleport. I can double check it, but I think that's just my dimension door.
Save the last one for me.
But if I can, then that would be handy. Okay, so we've got 3 spidery boys, 5 spidery boys. That's a lot of spidery boys. Alright, I guess...
No glory without risk!
Yeah. Ow! These are strong spidery boys. Where is Oh, Regil is kind of underneath all these spiders here.
This one's mine.
Okay. You can attack this one. That's fine. Ivu. Yeah. Windwag. Fine.
You are today's sacrifice.
There we go. Good. Everyone's taken care of. We can't loot them, so there's nothing else to do here. Let's move on. Sometimes you just can't save everyone. But we can try. So what is this here? Party teleportation. No, Commander's party teleport to the target fort in which the teleportation circle is built. So we don't actually have a teleportation circle built anywhere. So I don't think we can actually teleport anywhere. Oh, I have to shift and right click. There we go. Yeah, no, I might actually do that. But I don't think we have access to the teleportation circle yet. Because I did actually... Because I have done some management of buildings last week, and it was not an option that I saw on the list of things that we could build. So unfortunately, for the moment, we have to do the, go the long route. All characters are fatigued. Yes, let's rest.
Don't you trust me, Paladin? Are you wondering how to bring my wayward soul into the fold?
Okay.
I'm thinking about who I would have become if I'd made the wrong choice a long time ago.
Wow, way to throw shade at, Wendwag there. I like Wendwag a lot more than Sela. Only so many places can be level 2 and 3? Oh. Okay. Let's continue. Someone on the road. Oh, is there a skeleton buddy? I hope it's our skeleton buddy. It didn't say that we were being attacked, so I think it's an NPC rather than an enemy. Let's spin this around here. Oh, here we go. What? Of all the scrolls the Intendant gave us, you chose this one? Really? It didn't even occur to you this was a problem? How are we going to face our mentor now? This is just a spell well, long story short, it'll help us against the demons. We still want to be saved from the demons, don't we? The young man, who stands staring at something squirming in the center of the meadow, turns his gaze to you. Oh, seems like we've got reinforcements, and it's the commander, no less. Who are you? The young man salutes you hastily. We are Crusaders, Commander. The squires of Sir Alfrey, Commander. He'll be here shortly once he finishes inspecting the positions. We're preparing for battle. What happened to you? We are escorting rescued prisoners to Canabras, after we heroically liberated them. The young man beams with pride. But there is an issue. Those from whom they were rescued now pursue us. So, our leader and mentor, noble Sir Alfrey, decided to take a defensive position and fight. And we tried to get ready for battle. The young man looks hesitantly at the squirming plants. What is that? This is a cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsating objects. Okay, I don't think that's going to be helpful for this kind of battle. Maybe a bedroom battle. These are the sprouts of plants whose behavior seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon trap. Yes, definitely, it's a demon trap. They only look like ropes that are wider at the base and narrower at the ends and suddenly gain the ability to move. You're trying to say, like, tentacles? We don't use words like that here. Who's been using the plant tentacles? Come on. Fess up. Like pollen? Yes, that's right. The plant shoots are full of pollen. So, where is your leader? Are you dumbasses playing with the tentacles again? He is here and hurrying to appear before you. The Aasimar standing before you screams of chivalry. His armor and gear have seen many battles, but they are carefully polished, every belt is properly fitted, and every buckle sparkles. The Aasimar gallantly greets you. Vines that shoot potent seed. Yeah, that's a very different kind of campaign. My sincere greetings to the Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade, the heroine of the Battle for Canabras and the Battle for Dresden, and my kindred in celestial blood. Meeting you is an undeniable honor and a heartfelt joy for me. I am Sir Alfrey, a loyal follower of Divine Iomade, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squires, and we... The knight interrupts himself and turns his gaze to the sprouts springing forth from the ground. His eyes go wide. What is this? Sir, as we were about to depart the garrison, the Intendant Arcanist gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided that now is the best time to use it. This is a very good trap. These wriggling serpent-like grabbers can firmly hold a demon. Exactly. These rope-like moving, sprouting pseudopods have the optimal shape to grab and immobilize a demon. These bendable, sinuous sprouts. Now, why don't you just call them tentacles? The first squire grows pale. The second one clutches his chest and steps back. A martyred expression appears on Sir Alfred's face, and he seems to struggle for a moment. Then he says, I respect your opinion immensely, Commander, for it is born out of your wisdom and experience, and yet it does not seem to me that these vine-like magic devices deserve to be called that. But still, what's your problem with tentacles? The squire gives you an accusing look. The knights adjust a strap... But I want to know! I want to know why they have a problem with tentacles. I just gotta know. The knight adjusts a strap on his armor with a nervous gesture. I am flattered by the interest of such a heroic leader in my humble self, but if you will allow me, I would prefer not to answer the question about my issues with the limbs typical of octopuses and other sea creatures. They are connected to a harrowing and traumatic event in my past, one I prefer not to remember. I am positive that, compared to the scale of affairs and tasks of the leader of the Crusaders must face every day, this issue is insignificant and hardly worthy of a mention. We have a plus 23 to diplomacy on a DC 20. And since it is a check, that means we're going to get experience for it. Be brave, Sir Alfrey. Don't run from your fears. Say tentacles, boldly, proudly and boldly, and let the shadows of your past recede. Yeah, and we get some experience. A fire flares in the knight's eyes. What heartfelt words. I am humbled and grateful that you took the time to address me in the dark corners of my soul, so to speak. I feel like your words have awakened something in my soul, something worthy of pride. Hey, XP is XP. We have cleared up the question that troubled me. Now it is time to turn our attention to more pressing matters. Tell me, my squires, did you brief the commander and outline the gravity of our situation? He still didn't say it. Yes or no? I don't remember. I think something was said about a very, very nasty demon. The knight sighs. I beg your pardon, and I ask that you not judge these young men harshly. They cannot be blamed for a lack of diligence, they are just young. They have not yet fully mastered the art of war, and have not yet realized the importance of discipline. In time, they will become the pride of the Crusader forces. I am certain of it. The squire smiles as he listens to the knight's words. The second squire proudly thrusts out his chest as he discreetly tries to wipe a clump of mud off his armor. I'll brief you myself, Commander. A monster really is pursuing us, but it is not a demon. It is something even more heinous and unnatural. A demodand. What the fuck is a demodand? Is that Doug Demodand, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome? The assessment of it as a very, very nasty creature is accurate. My squires and I raided its lair and liberated several prisoners this thing was going to drag to the abyss. But now the monster is coming after us. I estimate it will be here in half an hour. We plan to fight. I'll be happy to help you against Doug Dimmadand. This is wonderful, Commander. It will be an honor to fight side by side. Please prepare yourself, for a very, very nasty Demodand will soon be here. But does it have a hat? I want its hat. What? That thing doesn't have a hat at all. Very nasty Demodand. The creature that appears before you looks alien and disgusting, even though accustomed to the abominations of the world wound. Very, very nasty is a fitting description. Its flesh seems to boil and melt, and long, dark growths constantly shift and stretch along its flesh. The Demodand looks at Sir Alfrey, then to you, then back to the knight. Is there no escape from the blood of celestial beings? It's everywhere! First, a spawn of the upper planes broke into my lair, and now there are 2 of you. I guess that's special dialogue we get for being an Aasimar. It won't help you, though. You stole my offering to my masters, and for this you'll become the offering. Your weapons are nothing. They can barely scratch me, while I can crush you like insects. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them, yeah. No need to tilt our hand. Don't expect an easy victory, you monster. You hear that, monster? We're not the only ones standing against you. Our heroine and leader stands with us. What did I just say about not showing our hand? Be afraid, monster, for the final hour of your villainy in the land of Galarian has come. And don't try to threaten me with your might, your invincibility, or even those... The knight casts a wary glance at the Demodand's ever-shifting skin growths. Disgusting appendages. For the strength of a true knight is not in his shield, sword, or armor. A brave heart is my sword, and my faith is a righteous cause my shield. Yet even more importantly, the knight casts a glance at you, then grins at the monster. This knight has the power of tentacles. Hey, we got him to say it!
This will be quick.
Okay. So that did actually do damage. Sir Alfrey is taking hits. Where is he on the initiative order? That's the squire. That's the other squire. Oh, he must not be on the, visible list yet. Because he just went, I suppose. Yeah, Ivu... Mouse over the Demodand. I am... There, it says very nasty Demodand. I guess I can look up here. Level 20. Okay, he's only got 222 health. So I'm not super concerned about that. Damage reduction's 10, except for good and magic. Okay, well we are good, so... That's fine. It can dispel magic, has holds, charges, immunity to poison, cold and fire resistance. Yeah, it's a, nasty fucker. Do we know what its AC is? 28! What is Faith-Stealing Strike? When a Demodand's natural attack and relay weapon damages a creature capable of casting divine spells, that creature will make a will save or be unable to cast any divine spells for 1 round. Once a creature makes this save, it's immune to further effects. Okay, that's not super... That's not that bad. It can potentially stop us from casting divine spells. Okay. I think Sela is the only one who actually is a divine caster among us. Ivu, get up there. Can we charge at him? No, we can't get a charge in. That's fine. We, however... well, first of all, Swift Study. Good. Only Ember's an arcane caster, and even then, fluff-wise, no. Well, no, Ember's an arcane caster. I believe Camilla is an arcane caster. And we are... I think we're actually an arcane caster as well. Sela's a divine caster, because she's a paladin. I think so. Oh. Wait, shamans are divine casters? Huh, that's weird. I would have thought that shamans would be occult casters. Alright, well, whatever. We can, Vital Strike. We missed, but we still do damage on misses. Oh, there's a... What? This isn't 5e. This is Pathfinder. Divine and Arcane and... Really? There's no occults? Oh, that's weird. Okay, Scorching Ray. That'll do. Sela... Can Sela actually get in? No. What Sela can do is Smite. Very good. And then move in. The Squire is useless. Spirit Weapon. And get in. Occult was a thing, but it wasn't in here, and even then Occult works different. Not in 2nd edition. In 2nd edition, it's just another casting tradition. Yeah, there's nothing else that she can do, so that's fine. Regil... Oh, Regil can actually make an attack. Actually, one second. What's its, Chaotic Evil. Okay, and he is Smite Chaos. Yeah. So let's get a Smite Chaos on. And then make an attack. So now it's Smite Eviled and Smite Chaosed. Windwag, get into position and nail it for a whole pile of damage. That's fine. Ivu makes 6 attacks. Well, 1 attack. Bismuth. No, okay. Cassie, 2 attacks. Damn right. That was almost 70 damage. There's 4 casting traditions in PF2E. In PF1E, there's 2. Okay. I don't think Psionics is considered an actual casting tradition in 2E. Ember. Scorching Ray. Very good. Sela, just hit him. There we go. That was easy. Sir Alfrey catches a breath, looking around the battlefield. I thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank you even more for persuading me to confront my fears. No more twisted, elongated, vine-like things for me. Now when I see tentacles, I will boldly exclaim, these are tentacles. I was happy to help. My gratitude has no bounds. Thank you. Before you move on to do the great things that lay ahead of you, allow me to present you with a small gift. A humble knight, no matter how noble, could hardly possess something that would surprise you, but let this gift serve as a memento of our encounter. +4 agile hand axe. Ooh. You've received a hand axe. Can bypass damage reduction. Oh, is that what, agile does? A wielder with the weapon finesse feat can choose to apply your dexterity modifier to damage rolls with an agile weapon in the place of strength. It's a god tier weapon for Greybore for early game. Well, I was thinking of... Oh, can we not throw hand axes in this game? Is it strictly melee only? Okay. Well, it's still a pretty good weapon. You cannot. Throwing axes are... Okay. Okay, it can... Why can it... I don't know why it can bypass damage reduction. Is this just a special hand axe property, that hand axes just bypass damage reduction? Oh no, it's a feature of +3, 4, and 5 items. Okay. Interesting. So, +3 weapons automatically bypass damage like Cold Ironwood. +4s like Adamantine. And +5s allow full damage to creatures with damage reduction based on alignment. Interesting. That's good to know. Alright, unfortunately we can't loot the thing. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. This is actually a cameo joke Easter egg from Kingmaker. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to play Kingmaker, so, I think one of these is going to be enough for me. And I think once we get done with Wrath of the Righteous, we are probably going to put down CRPGs for a while. We've still got the third Shadowrun game that we're going to be playing after Danganronpa 3. But then after that, I think I'm going to need a good long break from CRPGs when we finish Pathfinder. Because I have a feeling we're going to be finishing the third Shadowrun game well before we actually finish this one. Despite the fact that we'll have had Danganronpa 3 and Shadowrun before it. Can I buy you Baldur's Gate 3 and just have watch you fumble? No. No. While I appreciate the gesture, I have no interest in playing Baldur's Gate 3. It's too big and open for my liking. I much prefer a much more curated story, to be perfectly honest. While I acknowledge that there are a lot of good things about open world games, I like a more straightforward game, something that has a more direct storyline. Open world games are just too much. There's just so many things to do, and it puts me into choice paralysis, and I just don't enjoy that. Not to mention that when you have a game that is that long, it does tend to wear on you after a while. Like, I like my games to be in, like, around the 20-ish hour range. I think that's, like, a good length for a game. Like, maybe 20 to 40, depending on the games. Honestly, I just don't have very much interest in Mass Effect. I'm not really a big gun person. I don't like gun games. It's just a personal preference. So I haven't actually played the Mass Effect games. I've heard they're very good, but they also, again, have the issue of being big, wide-open games. So the Mass Effect games are just not things that I really have any interest in. Alright, let's continue. Come on. Keep going to Canabras. Oh, we got all our healings. That's good. We'll stop in at the Nameless Ruins and Winter Sun on our way back. Yes, let us rest.
Did you have any songs down in the caves? Life without
Loving the new art you got of Mix. Oh yeah, the reference art that you got yesterday. Yeah, it was very cool.
Started whistling a tune out of boredom, but then a carnivorous snake slithered up behind me and wrapped itself around my throat. I stabbed it with my knife, and then I sank my teeth into it and chewed. Ever since then, I haven't liked music, but I do like snake meat.
Well, I guess she found a way to attract snacks, so that's neat. Oh, but we are going into an ad break, so we are going to pause the stream real quick here. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, so stick around. Okay, we are back. Let's continue our 2.5-day trek to Canabres. We're 22 hours away now. Why did we stop? Oh, we discovered a new location. Okay, neat. A primitive altar. Not sure how we noticed it from, like, miles away, but okay. No, we are not gonna rest because we're, like, a mile from Canabres. There we go. We're not gonna take a rest, like, an hour outside of town. That's just silly. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's the Netholm. Wait, are these the only 2 locations that we can go to? I don't want to go to Netholm right now, because we need to rest first. And I really wish that there was a way to move around the map a lot faster. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted. I want to rest. Can I just rest here? Why do I have to do rich? What the fuck? We're in Canabres. I don't understand. Yeah, this is silly. Why can we not go to the inn? The place that was here, or whatever. Wherever the hell it was that we were before. Shenanigans, I say. We should have access to the inn that we were at before. Actually, can we just rest here? Okay, we do have to do... Fine. Fine.
I do like how spick and span you keep all your things. Your armor is so polished. I could powder my nose without needing a mirror.
Well, I live in hope of the day when you can see me as a person and not just a convenient reflective surface.
Yeah, I'm trying not to rest outside of rest areas too frequently. Because I don't want the corruption going up. But, unfortunately, since it won't allow us to access that inn for some unknown reason... We're just gonna have to go the long way here. Oh! Why is the market square visible now? I don't get it. But yes, we will enter Netholm. Okay. Are we right at the village already? I think we might be. Yes, we are. Alright. Is there actually anything we can interact with here? Is he the only person in town now? Did everyone else fuck off? Oh, no, there's something to loot here. Ooh, 4 jades. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna take all of your shit. Where is the guy? Thought he was around here somewhere. Oh, more stuff to steal. Very nice. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Oh, there's more loot that I missed. Oh, 4 scrolls of pro law. We can sell those. Oh, here's a couple of mongrels. Okay, so not everyone has left. Alright, let's save real quick. Saul greets you with an anxious look. Ah, Uplanders, back again. Congratulations on your victory in Kennebresh. Windwag rudely interrupts the chief. The mistress doesn't have the time to listen to your empty chatter, Saul. She has a war to win, and instead of leading troops, she has to personally come here for an army of underground crusaders. Where are the warriors? Where's the tribe militia? Why are they still not on the surface? Windwag aggressively barks out the words at the stunned old man, who looks helplessly at the hunter, incapable of saying a word. How are things in the tribe? Things are hectic. Everyone says there's time for the Nethers to take up their weapons and go fight the demons, but there are others. Of course, fewer, but their voices are loud. They are afraid of you. They think you've come with evil. You've brought a terrible fate to the Nethers. Saul looks away and continues with feeling. Of course, most are rooting for you, but we are a tribe and have to listen to the voice of every tribesman. I hope you can persuade them. Oh, what do we got? You got a double exclamation point. Shrimp toy! Okay, it's not a rake, but you're getting closer. And until we persuade them, you aren't sending the tribe anywhere. Have I got that right, Saul? You're a slippery one, like a stone at the bottom of an underground stream. Come on, give me the name. Who still has doubts? It's Lan, right? Is he setting the tribes against us? Saul's voice becomes angry. So what if it's Lan? Maybe he isn't ours. Maybe he isn't ours and doesn't want to live like we do, but he is loyal to our people and has never once disgraced it. And he knows how upland life works. That's why many listen to him now. And he has the right to speak, even if you don't agree with him. Even if I don't agree with him. Everyone speaks at the fire. And you, girl, shouldn't be so impudent with me. I remember you learning to shoot a bow for the first time. I was old and smart even back then, and you are still young and stupid. That's rude. Did the demons show up again? Of course they did. The Uplanders are celebrating victory, but there is still evil in the dark caves. Hunters go missing, and it's like they hear some whispers in their heads calling them, luring them, as if their blood is calling them somewhere. Those who were weaker left and never returned, and as they were leaving, they mumbled that he would come soon, and all of us would be his. Saul shakes his head hopelessly. I don't know who they are talking about. Haven't I earned your trust? I trust you. Many others do too, but not everyone. And it means that if I lead the tribe, our family will be divided. Neithers cannot be divided. That is how we die. That's why, if we are leaving together. The mongrels must come with me and join the war. Saul starts laughing loudly. Well, we need to gather at the fire, argue, persuade those who disagree. We can't give the answer now. Oh hey, it's Lan, who fucked off and refused to join us. There's nothing to argue about. I'm not going with you, and none of those who believe me will. Windwag, you betrayed your people when you decided to turn us into beasts of war to serve the Uplanders, when you decided to destroy our minds and our faith, replacing them with foul demonic power. How blackened is your heart that you would offer the lives and blood of your fellow tribesmen as payment for your rise to power? Were you eavesdropping? You little rat! You were probably dying of envy that the mistress preferred my truth over to yours. You better shut your mouth and get out of my way, or you will regret it till the end of your very short life. Lan and Wendy are mutually exclusive in the early game. They are both recruitable. Okay. Yeah, because I did have the option of going with Windwag or Lan at the end of the maze at the beginning. But that would be neat if he was able to join us now, even though I probably won't use him because I'm just used to the party that I'm used to. Yeah, we're not going with the evil option. Yeah, join us, Lan. I thought you wanted to go up to the surface with all the mongrels. I wanted to, sure, but not like this. He points at the smiling Windwag. Just look at her. She'll either get us all killed, or make us into demon slaves, and I don't know which is worse. Lan, come to your senses. I don't wish any harm on the mongrels. I'd like to believe you, but the fact you relied on Wendwag's help says more about you than any words could. She can't wait to turn all the mongrels into a howling horde, crushing the enemy at her command. This army is not for me, but for my mistress. I will only be a military leader. Yeah, well, Saul is clearly not going to control Lan. I'm not going to threaten him. I won't leave, and I don't have time to convince you, Lan, so what are we going to do? I suggest we settle our argument with a duel. Oh, Lan. This is not going to go well for you. It doesn't matter whether Lan chooses me or Wendwag to fight. Lan is good. I know that Lan's been level scaled, but Wendwag is a nightmare with a bow. And I think she no longer gets penalties at in close range. I don't remember if that's something she got or something else got. But the fact remains that she can obliterate people with her bow right now. And if he chooses to fight Cassie, he's just going to instantly die, because we are incredibly dangerous with our Earthshaker. I'm not a great hero, and I'm not a chief, but I'm not a coward who forgot his responsibility to his tribe either. That's why I'll be waiting for you in our cave, Wendwag. Come, and we'll fight for the future of the tribe. I know you won't stop until someone makes you. If I need a rope made of your guts to drag the Neithers up to the surface, I'll be happy to make it. Saul lowers his head grimly and mumbles. It means there will be a fight. Well, the customs of the tribe don't prohibit this. Otherwise, no unity can be achieved. I will ask you once. Don't shed the blood of your tribesmen. Settle your argument peacefully. And if you can't, then fight. I am an old man. I can't stop you. Oh, we got a whole bunch of experience. You notice the nearby tradeswoman and Lan exchange secretive looks. Oh, what the fuck are they planning? Wendwag says softly, I thought Lan would bring us trouble. We'll have to get rid of him. The cave he was talking about isn't far from here. We used to hide away from the tribe there to spend some time alone. It's a good, quiet place. It will be easy to take care of him there without involving the rest of the tribe. Yeah, point the trade. I think she and Lan are plotting something. Dyra? That dirty bitch. We'll have to visit her before we go to Lan. I'll tickle her pretty face with my knife, and she'll tell us everything about our boy's plans. Yeah, let's try to convince him to back down. Because, like, if we can add him to our roster, then I think that would be a better choice. Scoffing with disdain, Wendwag nods. More talking? Fine. If you want to spare the scum after he dared talk back to you, I obey, mistress. The huntress's menacing words don't sound very sincere, as though she said them as a formality and not out of true feeling. But, still, as long as she listens to me. Now, where is Dyra? Dyra. Yes, I know. Dyra looks at you warily and at Wendwag with uncontrolled fear, or unconcealed fear. You're back? Shall we trade then? Inhaling loudly, Wendwag smiles broadly. I scent fear. What are you so afraid of, Dyra the Queen? Oh, we're guaranteed to succeed at the intimidation because Ember is apparently fucking terrifying. Did you and Lan have some kind of arrangement? The trader throws up her hands. What kind of arrangement? You're making this up. I don't make arrangements. I'm only interested in trading. Wendwag's smile grows crueler, more ruthless. You're lying, she says in a sing-song voice. I can see you're lying. I'll cut you with my flaying knife right here. You'll tell us everything. Ember is terrifying. She has 7 fingers and black smoldering eyes. Yeah. But, yeah, I can see how she would be, intimidating, but like, she still seems like possibly the second least intimidating member of our party. Like, one might argue that Camilla is like the only less intimidating person in our party than the literal child. All right, yeah, we're not gonna dick around here. Ember, give her the look. Tell me what Lan wanted, or you'll talk to Wendwag. Hunching, Dyra looks away and blurts out, Lan wanted potions. I go up to Canabra's sometimes. I buy potions and powders I've never seen in our caves from their wizards. They trade the potions for the prey our hunters kill in the caves. Lizard skin, blue chitin, or lizard skin, bile, chitin. Lan promised me that he would give his kills to me for 100 gongs if I got warrior strength potions for him on the surface. Ha! So he's afraid, pissing his pants, scrambling for help. Nothing will save him from my knife, and I'll punish anyone who helps him. Got that, traitor? Dyra nods, scared, looking at you as if begging for protection. Alright. Oh, I can't. Darn it, I can't trade with her. That's a shame. I should have traded before I intimidated her. I guess there's nothing here that I can loot at the moment. Oh, there is. There we go. I'm gonna take all your money. Is there anything over here? Oh, I was hoping this box was lootable. I think we might have looted it earlier.
We do it my way.
Now, the question is, where is the cave that we're supposedly going to? Have we already looted this one? Yes. Ah, I guess this is the secret hideout. That's where we're going. Meanwhile, I want to keep an eye out for anything I can steal on the way there.
Follow if you dare.
Nothing. Wait, why are we going this direction? That's not where I wanted to go. Alright, are we gonna see any more loot on the way here? Nope. Wait, what about this? That's a box that looks like a chest. No? Not a lootable chest? Okay, fine. Alright. Time to deal with Lan. Where are you local area network? I know Arctic got it for you. Didn't they know your preferences against these games? It's been, like, I think they do know, but they wanted me to play it still. And, like, I am enjoying it. Like, don't get me wrong. I am enjoying playing it. It's just not my preferred kind of game for both the length and the openness reasons. It's not so bad on the openness as I was afraid it would be, because it does still guide you pretty well, but like, it's a fun game. Like, having to eat pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza is fine. Like, it's not a topping that I would ever choose if I was buying pizza, but it's fine. Seeing you, Lan chuckles hopelessly. I see you've brought your new friends, Wendu. I was only expecting you. So that's how we're going to resolve our argument? As warriors, just me, you, and your bodyguard? By the way, you shouldn't have intimidated Dyra. Hurting people who can't fight back? I'm embarrassed for you. You mean like you'll eat it if given it, but won't choose it? Yeah, that is kind of accurate. It's not a game that I would have purchased myself. But again, I am enjoying it. I've been playing it for the last 9 months, so I'd better have been enjoying it. But yeah, it's not the kind of game that I would personally have chosen. Yeah, I started this game on the 24th of January. Lan resolutely takes up a fighting stance. He lets out a grim sigh, full of tired disappointment. Wendu, I trusted you, and you turned out to be rotten to the core, like a mushroom riddled with mold. Well, now it's time to pay for your deception. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, you're not finished until 2027 at the pace you're doing this. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that impression. To be fair, there have been some times in the past year that I've had to, like, skip days. Friday is definitely the day that I skip more than any other, just because I do skip the Friday stream when I'm going to visit my folks for the weekend. But yeah. This is, I think... let's see, this is the 28th stream. This is the 28th Pathfinder stream. Right. You failed to see me as I truly am, but you're blaming your blindness on me? All you do is whine, Lan. You can't even kill someone without sniveling over them first. Why are you getting in our way? Raising his head proudly, Lan holds his bow in a tight grip. You and Wendwag want to turn my people into your fighting animals. Toss us in the fires of war like fodder. I won't just stand by and watch it happen. Idiot! Our fellow tribesmen are gaining the power that was destined for them, and you want us to keep languishing in poverty in these catacombs instead of going up to the surface and showing the world how strong the Neithers are? I wish no harm to the mongrels. I'm only helping you fulfill your destiny. We are underground crusaders, not underground demons. The path you've prepared for us isn't our destiny. If you lose the fight, will you back down? Lan shrugs indifferently. If I lose, I'll be dead and no longer a thorn in your side. Wendwag bares her teeth in a rapacious snarl. She looks at Lan greedily and without remorse, like he's a juicy piece of meat. Not if, when. You don't stand a chance against Wendwag. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I'm fighting for my tribe, but she's only fighting for herself. Little Lan's always wanted to be a hero, right? Well, in honor of what we had, I'll let you die as one. Well, I wonder if we would have had diplomacy options if we had not intimidated Daira. I don't know, because he did specifically mention that we intimidated her. So I don't know if that had an impact on the options. This is Wendwag showing her true neutral evil. I don't really agree. Not in the sense that it's not neutral evil, but in the sense that she has never hidden her motivations. Wendwag has always been very open about how she expresses herself. Which is honestly why I went with Wendwag instead of Lan in the first place, because I didn't really trust Lan, to be perfectly honest. She's honest about her evil cruelty. Like, she is definitely very aggressive. Wendwag is someone who has grown up in a very difficult situation, and it has made her, like, very calculating and cold about the way that she addresses dangerous situations. Yes, they did. And they made different choices. Lan chose to I'm not sure how to word this. Like, the way that Lan chose to handle it was more of a trusting in his community, whereas Wendwag chose to trust more in herself. And yes, they did both grow up in the same situation, but they made different choices as to how they wanted to pursue their life. And I don't think that either is necessarily wrong, they're just different, and yeah, they both grew up in very difficult situations, and that's had a different effect on them depending on how they chose to live their lives. I don't judge either of them for what choices they've made. Looks like a fight is inevitable. Lan nods grimly. And I'm asking you, stay out of it. You're not a mongrel, you don't decide our fate. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump Lan. Give Lan the chance to be an honorable fighter. But then we're gonna lose some chaotic. We would definitely not be going with evil, but I was tempted to go with number 3. But yeah, I guess they should have an honorable fight. Fine. This will be an honest fight, just Wendwag and Lan. Well, at least your mistress has some sense of honor. Yeah, now I'm neutral good again. I lost my chaotic. It's so hard to get chaotic stuff. No, I like the Azada. The Azada is my favorite faction. I want to do the chaotic stuff, but they didn't give me a chaotic option. You don't lose Azada. Yes, no, that I know. But I am under the impression that having the right alignment gives us access to other options. You slime. You have no right to judge my mistress's actions.
Bathe in your blood.
Oh, she gets the dinosaur. Okay. I didn't realize that she was gonna actually get the dinosaur. No, I don't want to do that. There, okay. Bismuth, I guess Gorham. Or Miss. Yeah, no, because the dinosaur is equipped to her. So it's her dino, I guess. Yeah, Wendwag, shoot him 3 times at point-blank range.
No match for me.
This was unexpected.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's why I said earlier that Lan was completely fucked against Wendwag. Because she shoots 3 times and is devastating. Wait, why do we still have the option to attack him? Lan could be... Yeah, he could, but he's not fast enough. And he doesn't get enough attacks. At least not with the way that I assume the computer has built him. I don't want to attack him. He's still flat-footed. He's at -2. He's not dead yet. I don't want him to be dead, though. What happens if I just don't do anything? Can we just choose not to do anything? Do we actually have to kill him? But I don't want to kill him. Well, no, like, there's no way... At this point, since we've intimidated Daira, I don't think there's any way for us to get out of killing him. Not unless there's a certain turn threshold here, where it will, like, just end the fight. Like, I'm kind of hoping if we go, like, 10 rounds without doing anything, it'll let us spare him or something. Well, yeah. Yeah. I like, again, I was kind of hoping that if we went 10 rounds, that it would let it, like, just end, but I guess that's not the case. Alright, steppies. Weakened by his injuries, Lan stubbornly raises his bow, spits the blood from his mouth, and smiles. When are we going to stop dancing and start fighting? I thought you were dead. Lie down and stay down, Lan. Don't even try getting up. Well, yes, but, we don't know what kind of potions they were, and again, he was already unconscious. Lie down and stay down, Lan. Don't even try getting up. Even though the mongrel is no longer able to put up a fight, the huntress hesitates to deal the killing blow. Or what? You're going to kill me? You'll do that anyway. Suppressing a painful grunt that rumbles up from his chest, Lan rises with effort. Sorry, Wendu, but I'm not giving up today. He was yeah, I know, but I didn't know that. He was lying face down on the ground, so I was under the impression that he was dying. Ugh, I don't want to take this chaotic choice. I don't want to kill him. Have you had enough, Lane? What are you talking about? I could do this all day. But seriously, no, I haven't had enough. If you want to get rid of me, kill me. But you won't be able to intimidate me and make me back down. Wenduag hisses angrily. You are such an idiot. You have a death wish. Yeah, I guess we kind of have to. I don't like that it's making me make lawful choices, but I'd prefer not to kill him if we can avoid it. Yeah, I know that, but it's hard to find things that give me chaotic options. There's not a lot of them. Yeah, you claim to be fighting for the mongrels, but you're betraying your tribe. Indignation flares in Lan's eyes. I'm betraying the tribe? What the hell? I fought Wenduag for it in front of you. Are you blind or something? Wenduag's voice suddenly grows soft. Mistress, may I explain it to him? Wait, the good option is to kill him? X to doubt? Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna to be good choice. Murder him. No. Yeah, you may try. We are neithers. We are spawn of the caves, brought up in pain and violence. No one is eager to accept us in their brotherhood. To gain a foothold in this world, we will have to fight, and to do this we need power. Any power, no matter where we get it from. The world is cruel. Living space can only be obtained through violence, no matter how much you'd like to believe otherwise. You know it. The tribe eats only because someone dies. We'll have to fight for our place under the strange new sun we never knew. We'll have to fight for our right to exist. Today the Crusaders need us, but tomorrow, when the demons are defeated, we'll be suspicious strangers who are better avoided. That's why we are going after our own power. You said the neithers who accepted the demon's power resemble animals. We are not animals. We are predators. Hungry, fearless, aggressive. Yes, we have had to make sacrifices for the sake of our power, but who doesn't? Once our ancestors were exiled here, and they made up a story about how everything would be all right and everyone would love us. But that story is never going to come true. Our people are on the cusp of a brutal, harsh fight for survival, and you're trying to undermine our very first step. You are the real traitor, not me. There is unusual, painful sincerity in Wenduag's voice. Lan's half-animal face becomes a disturbing grimace, a mixture of painful doubt and fear. This is insane. You're telling me that I'm the enemy of my kin. Okay, the chaotic option is still trying to get him murdered. Good, we want what's best for the mongrels. Go and think about it. Yeah. Whatever you might think, your kin are on my side. You're the only one opposed. See for yourself which of us is a friend of the mongrels and who is an outcast and an enemy. We tried to persuade you, but you wouldn't listen. Finish him. Cut off his head. No. I don't know. I kind of want to go with the good option. We want what's best for the mongrels. Go and think about it. And we'll double down. Yeah. It is the most fleshed out of the options, which did make me think that this is the one that you need to choose. Because the others are much thinner. Yeah. Whatever you might think, your kin are on my side. You're the only one opposed. See for yourself which of us is a friend of the mongrels and who is an outcast and an enemy. Lan gives an aggrieved nod. You're right. Turns out I am the enemy, and an enemy doesn't belong in the tribe. If I'm standing in the way of my people, my duty is to step away. Tell Sol I left, and I won't bother the tribe again. May their fires be hot and their prey abundant. Wait, so he's just gonna leave now? Maybe with the good option, we would have had the option to recruit him, but... Lan gives you a crooked smile, and his eyes are sad. Looks like I'm on my own again, back to being in exile. Fine, I'm used to it. Farewell, and thanks for explaining everything to the fool. Wearing a menacing scowl, Wendwag speaks in a quiet, grave tone. Go your own way, and just in case you change your mind and decide to come back, I'm warning you now, don't. You're no longer one of us. If you try to approach the fire, you'll get an arrow. Alright, we are going to steal your stuff, though.
I hope you appreciate this.
Ooh, a magic ring. And some gold. Don't mind if I do. Clear quartz, a silver ring. Merciless shot. +1 bonus to attack when using point-blank shot. Oh, can I give that to Wendwag? What does she have currently? Ring of protection +2, flow of water. +1 bonus on saving throws against spells with cold, and +1 to the DC of all saving throws against spells. Okay, that's useless for Wendwag. I don't know why I even gave that to her. We're gonna switch that for the merciless shot. Oh, where did my merciless shot go? Oh, somehow it ended up down here. There we go. Yeah, baby. That'll do. Good, good. This is just a regular short bow, yeah. Okay, is there really nothing that I can give her in the shirt? Or hands or boots? I guess I don't have anything else. Wait. Oh, we haven't learned the mulled wine recipe. We're gonna learn that real quick. Now we know how to make wine. Or mulled wine at the very least. Yeah, okay. Good, she got a sexy new ring. Lan will join later, but you had to do that to make sure he's recruitable later. Oh, okay, that's good. Good. Anything else in your little cave here that I can steal from you? Just to rub salt in the wound? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, even more gold. He was holding out on us. Alright, now that we've completely robbed him, didn't want to spoil our backseat. Sorry, I was trying to veer you in that direction. You'd want to explore the whole thing. Yeah.
I do what I must.
Alright, let's save again real quick here. Because I do prefer not to kill off recruitable characters if possible. Just because I am only going to play this game once, and so I am not going to play it again to see anything that I missed. Alright, where's Sully? Here. Can we talk to Dyra again? No. This is the kind of game that warrants multiple playthroughs, though. Maybe so, but I'm not gonna play through a massive game of this size again. Because the thing is, I know that there are a lot of different things you can encounter, but the base story is still going to be essentially the same. Like, all the main story beats are going to be basically the same. And that just does not appeal to me. Which is another reason why I don't really play these kind of games, because I do like to play through a game once, experience the story, and then I'll move on to another game. And that's just generally how I like to experience games. I'm not really the kind of player who likes playing through games multiple times to find all of the little things in it. Base story is kind of boring, the philosophy story of what the Crusades mean, as well as the mythic story. I'm having a good time with it. Alright, where's Saul? There he is. Saul looks worried. So what? Has Lan backed down? Are there others in the tribe who wish to speak out against me? No, mistress. No one dares to resist you anymore. The neithers will obey. The old man bows with obvious effort, his entire ancient body shaking. Lan is alive, but he won't stand in our way. That piece of filth is lucky to have escaped from me alive. He is no longer part of the tribe. Forget about him, Saul, and don't speak his name in my hearing. Maybe it's for the best that he went his way. You and him shouldn't be near, Wendwag. Blood will be spilled sooner or later, and spad when kin raise hands against each other. And with this quest done, you can now recruit mongrel men as units in the army. Oh, cool. Saul's worried eyes focus on the roof of the cave, as if the old man is trying to see beyond it, to see the sky he's never laid eyes on. So, the time has come. The old prophecy is coming true. The underground crusaders are going to the surface to seek vengeance against the demons for their grim lot. Wendwag takes a resolute step forward. It's not you who will lead them to the surface, Saul. We need a new chief, young, strong, and ready for hard trials. We are going to war, where your experience will count for nothing, so I will lead the tribe. I, Wendwag, the strongest hunter in Neatholm. Is there anyone here who would dispute my right to lead the tribe and our people? A satisfied smile plays on Wendwag's lips as she watches her kin nod and mumble approvingly. You see, mistress? The army I promised you is in your hands. The Neithers will show their true might, and will never have to live in these dank caves again. I will lead this army in your name, and we will rip to shreds anyone who dares resist you. Wendwag's ecstatic speech turns into a battle cry that spreads throughout the village, echoed by the other mongrels. Farewell, Neatholm. My gut tells me that I will never come back to your caves. The hour of destiny has come. The underground crusaders are marching to the great battle. Wendy is a survival of the fittest social Darwinist, while Lan is more a guy who pushes for the group to rise. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with that quest. Which means I think we can just leave. Since Dyra won't speak to us, since we intimidated her. Jeez. Imagine never talking to someone again just because they intimidated you a little bit with a little girl. Is it gonna be your... No. Better luck next time. Okay, so Neatholm is checked off the list. Send you all the Wendwag stuff you can find for that Cassie thing with her after stream. Okay, cool. Alright, can we go to the market square? Location is not available. Well, thanks for putting it on the map. How insufferable. I can't believe we can't even go to the inn. The inn just doesn't exist anymore. It is now an out. Alright, but now that we have done that, we can make our way back gradually and hit all the locations on the way up. Like this primitive altar that I don't know how we can... Oh, right, that's on the other side of the river. We're gonna have to come the other way. Okay, let's see. Is there anything here? Where's the nearest thing? Is there anything on this side? No, there's nothing else on this side of the river. The closest thing is the Nameless Ruins, so let's, head there. Yes, we will rest now.
People call you a freak. I don't know what that's like. I was the most desirable woman in my tribe. But I do know what it's like to have to hide your rage. You don't have to pretend with me.
They call me a freak, but they're really just scared because I'm different. How can I be angry at people who are scared?
Alright. And we weakened the corruption, so that's nice. Alright, continuing to the Nameless Ruins. One day, and oh, a random traveling merchant. Yes. Is it going to be our Skelly boy? We haven't seen him in ages. Come on, Skelly boy. Skelly boy. Is it? Yeah, it's our Skelly boy. Why, it's you again. Good to see you. I do love repeat customers. It's a shame they don't live long in these parts. Have a look, and don't be stingy. Take your pick. No penny pinching. And when you're all out of money, gut some more, and then come find me again. I'm always around here somewhere, or maybe over there. Or, if you're really unlucky, I'll be way over there. What do you sell now? Oh, I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now, I've got a fine selection of magicianal mysterical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me of what would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands, and then there is the personal protection equipment, and a whole arsenal for a hunter. Yeah, we haven't actually done that one yet, but I guess we can do that. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with the new goods to buy. Show me your wares. Okay. What do we got? Shot quarterstaff. What the heck is a haramaki? It's a light armor. I assume that's something that needs a special skill to be able to equip. Headband of alluring charisma is pretty cool. Vast intelligence, inspired wisdom, flaming light crossbow. That's kind of neat. Oh, potions. Potion of cure serious. Yes. Oh, don't know what... No, I don't need... Why is there a potion of inflict wounds? But I will take all of the serious wounds potions. I don't think we really need the moderate wound potions, really, anymore. Because we have passive healing. We were really only using them outside of combat anyways. Let's see, Scroll of Breath of Life. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I should pick up a Scroll of Resurrection. If you go Lich Path, you can't benefit from positive healing anymore, so you have to drink Inflict Wounds to heal. Oh, okay. Interesting. How many Scrolls of Restoration do I currently have? 5. And 5 of Lesser. So you know, I will take some more Scrolls of Restoration. And also some Scrolls of Lesser Restoration. And 1 Scroll of Resurrection, because that's, I think, probably a good thing to have one of. I'm kind of tempted to grab a few Breath of Lifes. Yeah. Then what else we got here? Oh, is this all just shit that I've sold him? Yeah, I think this is all just crap that I've sold him before. Oh! Bracers of armor plus 5? That seems incredibly powerful. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because she can't wear armor at all. Cloak plus 4. Do we have the money for this? Not quite. I'm gonna have to disperse some stuff. Yeah, the headbands are all just plus 2s. So they're not anything that will actually benefit me at this point. Because all my guys already have plus 2 headbands. In one form or another. What do you... Oh, to all mental ability scores. That is actually pretty good. But it is also 16 grand. You know what? We'll put it in the cart. And then see what else we've got here. Haramaki of Scholarship. Plus 5 competence bonus on knowledge skill checks. And plus 4 in concentration checks. Yeah. Can we see who can equip it? Like, that is pretty good for one of my casters. It's 25,000 though, which I don't think we can afford even if we sell off a whole bunch of shit, because we've already got a whole bunch of stuff lined up that we want to buy here. So Haramakis don't require a special feat in order to be able to equip it, even though it has a special designation on the armor type. Metamagic rods are just good items to have. Grants you the boon of a metamagic feat without sinking a feat into metamagic. Grants wield the ability to make up to 3 spells they cast per day. Reach as though they have the reach spell feat. Okay. Can be bolstered. Yeah, they're very expensive though, and I don't think they're really worth it at this point. Oh. Boost kinetic blasts. Okay. Diamond dust, diamonds. Okay. Let's see. Just random garbage, various potions. Okay, yeah, so these are the ones that just give 1 stat. Okay, so I don't currently have 86 grand, but I do have a bunch of crap that I can sell. That. I know, the Jades I want to keep. The Warhammer can go. The Hand Axe I want to keep. Get rid of the Chain Shirt. I want to keep that. Sell the shell. What's this? Chainmail of Dragonfly. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That we're keeping. Keeping all these. What are these? Wand of Ray of Sickening. That's actually not bad. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of stuff here that I can get rid of. Altar of the First Retrievers. It's a relic item that we found during the crusading. We haven't done the quest yet, or not the quest, the decree yet to turn it into an item. What the hell is this? You inflict a painful itching rash on the target creature. They're sickened and take a -4 penalty to Dex. That's actually really good. DC 13 is not great. Actually, with a DC 13... Wait. Oh, and it has a DC 20 skill check to actually use it. I don't know if this is worth using with a DC of 13. Because I don't think there's anyone at this point in the game who can even roll lower than a 13. So I think I might sell that. And this one's got a DC of 12, so it's even more useless, actually. We're not selling those. Scroll of Burning... Nat 1's always fail saves. Nat 20... Yes, that I know, but I don't think it's worth gambling a turn on a 5% chance, when there's always going to be something better to do. Get rid of the daggers. All of the unmagical shit. The blur scrolls are fine. Potions of bull strength. You know what? Here, let's sort by type. Let's see. What do we got? Angelic Aspect I'm holding on to. Scroll of Banes I'm holding on to. Wait, Bear's Endurance. What's that? Bear's Endurance is Con. No, that can go. Bone Shaker. That's... You know what? I'm not going to ever use any of these attack scrolls. Because that requires putting them into our character's limited inventory slots, which are always going to be filled with healing. Spell Magic I will hold on to. Divine Favor, no. Ear Piercing Scream. Enlarge I'll hold on to. Harm can go. Inflict Critical Wounds? Those ones I actually might hold on to. Mass Inflict Light Wounds, no. Inflict Moderates, no. Mass Inflict Moderates? That one I might hold on to. And same with the Inflict Serious. Visibility, greater invis, lead blades. Now. Molten orbs, reduces, remove disease we're holding on to, remove fear can go. Remove sickness we'll hold on to, same with the restos. Scroll of Scorching Ray can go. Scroll of Snowball can go. Summoning Scrolls can go. Yeah. So I'm never gonna use any of these. I've had some of these since the beginning of the fucking game. Alright, we're in an ad break, but I do want to continue with getting rid of all the crap in my inventory here, so I am going to just continue with this. Let's see. Do we have anything down here that we can ditch? We can get rid of the colorful feathers. What else here? These are all ingredients. Okay, so there's really nothing else that I can sell. How about these potions? Vanish is good. Shield of Faith can go. Lesser Resto we're keeping. Remove Sickness can go. Remove Paralysis can go. I'm never going to equip potions that can only heal one thing. Heroism. That one I'll hold on to. Potion of Haste I'll hold on to. Fox's Cunning. No, that can go. Cure Serious I'm going to hold on to. Cat's Grace can go. Full Strength potions can go. Blur. Oh, Blur isn't nearly as good as it is in D&D. We're going to get rid of the Blur potions. And the Bear's Endurance. The arrows I'm going to hold on to. The holy water I'll hold on to. You know, the flow of water is kind of a terrible ring. I'm going to just sell those. Blur stacks with mirror image and other spells. Blur doesn't seem that good. You're spending an entire turn in order to have a 20% mischance. Like, that's not that great of a use of a turn. Again, if it, as a spell, I'm sure that's quite good. As a potion that needs to be in one of the character's 5 inventory slots, it is not good. I don't think there's really anything else I can sell, though, which means I need to pull back on some of the things here that I want to buy. I don't need the Breath of Life spells. I do already have 5 restoration and lesser restorations. But the real things that are... Because this is 25, 35, 41, 51, 57. Again, Woljif has fucked off, and Nenio I don't care about. I've already taught them the ones that I care to have them learn. I'm not gonna keep them. It'll also free up some of our inventory space, which is good. I'm sure he will eventually, but I'm not gonna ever use him again. Regil has just proven to be so far superior than Woljif in that slot. I guess I'll hold off on buying a Scroll of Resurrection. And I guess... a few of the lesser Resto Scrolls. Then we can buy that. There we go. And now we have 110 gold. I know I don't need it, but I wanted it. Because it's going on Cassie. Yeah, because this is gonna go on Cassie. Because she currently has one that just boosts her intelligence, but this will give intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Which will help against saves. Which are a problem. So having an extra +1 on saves against wisdom and charisma things is gonna be nice. I don't know if anyone else can benefit from the intellect hat. What does she have? She's got the wisdom hat. Got that. She's got wisdom hat. Yeah, mental flow hat, which is better already. And he's got gravekeeper hat. There's no concentration in Pathfinder, which is why buff dancing is important. Yeah, I'm not going to care. Let's see. Yeah, the bracers of armor. She's currently got the oppressor's gloves. Or wait, are the bracers... I don't know what slot these go in. Oh, there, that's the slot. Okay. Whoops, what just happened there? Oh, I guess I just put them on. What were the ones that we replaced? +4 bracers. Okay. So it is still better. Not as much as I thought it would be. But it is an improvement. What is this? That is... yeah. So I don't think I can give her +4 bracers to anyone else. Oh, there is concentration. It literally says it right there. +2 bonus on concentration checks. So... alright, let's see, I don't think anyone else... yeah, I don't think anyone else will benefit from armor bracers. Because we don't have any other dedicated casters in the party. However, +4 Cloak of Resistance will be a good replacement for my +3. And then I can give the +3 to someone else. Someone like Camilla, who needs to be a little more durable. Wait, her AC's 30. Who? That's 31. 29. Okay, you need it. Where'd that cloak go? There it is, +3. There we go. And I think everyone else has a +2 already. Yeah, that's a +2. This is a +3. And also is very strong. And honestly, I might switch that out on Cassie once we hit level 12. She's got a +2. She's also got a +2. Yeah. And he's got the nice +3 now. That's good. Although, actually, no, it being a Cloak of Resistance, not an AC cloak, I think I'm actually going to give that to Wendwag. Oh, no. Because this one also gives her immunity to mind-affecting conditions when she kills things, which is what she really needs. So you can, yeah, have the +3. That's fine. Good, good. Alright. So I think we are pretty set. Do I need to give anyone more potions? He can't carry anymore without becoming encumbered. So I think that's everything. And we got rid of a bunch of bulk that we weren't using in our inventories. That's nice. Okay, we are over time. So I do just want to get to the pip in front of the Nameless Ruins. Yeah, we do have to... we're probably going to have to do another random encounter or two on the way there. But once we get to the pip in front of the Nameless Ruins, that's where we're going to call it for the night. I just want to get to that spot so that I don't forget what I was doing.
Heartbeat quickens.
Oh yeah, it's just some more fucking spiders.
I'll hit you.
I know you won't. Yeah, Regil,
It is not an option.
miss again, sure. Cassie,
Run.
yep, make him splody. Oh, they've got allies. What the heck is this? Ferocious Shear, fine. Deal with the Spidey. Windwag, deal with the Shear. Very good. Oh, another one, great. Sela, very good.
You won't
Ember,
stop us.
another miss. Regil, good. Can we loot the shears? Yes, we can, good. That's everything. I've been feeling all this pressure in my ears the past, like, hour. It's really annoying. I wonder if we're gonna get a big storm. Interested in running mods? Not really, no.
It's easy to do tricks like me. First,
Yeah,
you
I'm
think
not
about
really
it,
interested in
about
that.
how you want to help somebody, and then, poof, try it. It'll work for you too.
I find it easier to imagine the bodies of my enemies laid out all around me. Will that do?
I feel like Ember is having a bit of a rough time with Windwag. Alright. So here's where we're going to save it. And call it for the night. I don't think she so much bullies her as she's just equally as apathetic towards her as everyone else. It just kind of feels a little harsher because Ember is this child who tries to be nice to everyone. But yeah, no, we're making progress, and we got a whole bunch. Oh, Steve. Oh, what the fuck? Is it working again? We good? Yeah, I just noticed that we dropped like 1,000 frames just in a few seconds. I think it should be fine again now. Okay, yeah, no, we did drop like 1,025 frames, when you said that, so, there was definitely something going on. I don't know what it was. I must have had some kind of weird data spike, but it does look like it's fine again now. But yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm having a good time with it. We'll continue with, dealing with all of these side quests next week. In the meantime, next week, the plan is Monday, we are going to be starting on Danganronpa 3. So I'm very excited to get to that now, because it's been a while since I picked that up. Then Tuesday, we will be probably doing the last My Card is Better Than Your Card stream for a bit. And then Thursday, Friday will be more Digimon and Pathfinder. So lots of good stuff coming up. If you haven't joined the Discord server, link is down below the stream. I post all of my announcements there in case anything comes up, as well as my stream schedules and stream announcements. I also post any new artwork I get, of which there was a piece that just went up this evening, so check that out if it's of interest to you. You can also request things. If there are any games you want to see me play, or any redeems you want to see added, or just anything you think would improve the stream, you can feel free to drop it over in the Discord server. with all that said, I do need to get some sleep. I hope that you guys have all had a good time, and I hope you all have a very good weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday as we get started on Danganronpa 3. Very excited for that. Thanks for coming, and have a very good night.